Yo, Mo, what's up, man? How's your day? It's okay. I woke up. It's a new day. How you doing, man? It's morning in your area? Nah, it's morning for me. Externally, it's night, but I wake up like it's 2 p.m. It's afternoon. Night's like 9 p.m. right now. But uh, for me, it's afternoon. Yeah. Why though? Our countries are neighbors. It isn't that far between us. Yeah, it should be like 1 or 2 hours difference maximum. So it's 9 p.m. What time is it there? Starting to get a little better. Nose is still running. Yeah, I know that, man. Have you heard of the monkeypox thingy? Monkeypox? What's that? New disease? What? Never mind. No, I haven't heard of it. What are working on? Yeah, I think I'm gonna make Captain Cringin' Punch. I don't know if you were here. We did a one-shot comic book challenge. This guy. So yeah, honestly, I'm just practicing. When did you do that? It's been a while. Like a couple of months, I guess. Actually, we designed the character when we were drawing some figures. Lots of people in the chat contributed as well, like the design, the name, and then we did a one-shot comic for this guy. Now it's time to sculpting. Why haven't I heard of it? Just check the videos, man. It's in the channel. But you gotta... I think you gotta scroll a bit. There should be a video called One Shot Comic Challenge, something like that. You've seen it? Okay. I do have a question. Excuse me for interrupting. No, it's okay, huh? Are mechanical pencils better for me? I have no idea, man. That's for you to decide. You've seen my sketches. I mean, you seem like you are doing fine with, traditional pencil. Usually I use mechanical pencils. If you mean by mechanical pencil, versatile pencils, I mean, it's the same thing. At the end of the day, it's the same, but usually I use mechanical pencil when I'm sketching small, like on A4, A5, something like that. When I'm sketching on small sketchbook, I use mechanical pencils. And that's usually because usually I sketch on sketchbooks outside, so it's easier to, carry. It's less messier. You don't have to worry about, sharpening it and making a mess. So the one thing you gotta understand is, I'm saying this because you keep asking it that way. Like, there is no better or worse way for you, right? It's like, just experiment with them. There's no right way, right? So yeah, if you have that feeling, just try it. And if it feels okay, just go for it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Go for small lined ink pens. Yeah, you could experiment with ink pens as well. I mean, that's for you to decide, right? Whatever feels comfortable and efficient. I think efficiency is a big attribute when choosing the pen. But yeah, that's for you to decide on. There's no ultimate authority telling you what to use, or there's no right or wrong way. What matters is the results, right? So whatever feels comfortable for you, just go with that. But if you don't know what's comfortable, yeah, I mean, just try it out. Yo, what's up, DK? Hot weather? Nice. Working outside? Oh. I am drenched. Good luck, good luck with that, man. Drink water. Is this captain? Yeah. He doesn't have hair yet, but that's face. Yeah. This guy, right? It's the face of only a mother can. Yeah. Got home, walked by the office. Strange seeing my hobby desk empty. Kids PC not sitting. Yeah, we get used to it. Don't know what project I want to do first. I could never stick to one project this long. What project are you talking about? This one? Is it like... It's only 2 hours, man. So you are saying you can't focus on something for 2 hours? How you do it? It's a long story, man. If you think this is long, this is nothing, man. I mean, 2 hours? 2 hours is nothing. I mean, I'm focusing on long-term projects for like months, years. So how you do it? Well, no, I think the main fuel is meaning and purpose. If you have a strong reason, I think you can go on forever, right? If you're into it, you can feel the time pass. Yeah, I mean, when you are doing something you like, you get into the zone and, you know, you just flow, but it's not always something you like, right? I mean, I love sculpting, but I hate going through the menus, trying to find the command I used to know once and I forgot. Stuff like that. I hate having to click on lots of different things. It's not only, you know, you have to like it, but yeah, I think meaning and purpose, right? If you have a strong reason to do it, you can just go on forever. Got some expansion I need to build. Also kind of want to paint some I already built. Imagine 24-hour binge work. I know still had that experience, forgot to eat, then realized 8 hours flew by, yeah. I honestly had it this weekend. I was playing Doom. I literally played it all day and it was night. I'm like, did I eat today? That's something. Honestly, I'm not telling it to brag, but at this state of the modern world, if you can focus on something more than an hour, that's kind of a superpower, right? Because average person's attention span is so low right now. Even the ability to focus is like is like a plus, right? Let's say if you want to go to a job interview, you could just say, you know, I can focus. I mean, there are lots of different elements to it, but yeah, I think the main thing is purpose and meaning. If it's meaningful to you and if you have a clear purpose about, you know, why you are doing it, Oh yeah, if you ask me, it's how I do it. It's not willpower, it's not coffee, it's not motivation. Because most of the time, I mean, you might love doing it, but chances are there will be some subcategories you won't enjoy that much. Right? I mean, I love sculpting, I love, doing 3D, but I hate, exporting and setting up the maps, exporting to Unreal and all that. Anything is possible with enough coffee. For me, I can't, like, for reasons. Electricity is trash? What? You mean you are having what is it called? Electric failures? My father calls me to sit in our shop, and my mother I can't read the chat because of that weird icon. Okay, my mother asks me to do some stuff. That's kinda stick to traditional art. Well, yeah, man. I mean, everybody has stuff going on in life. I mean, yeah. But believe me, everybody has some kind of shit going on. I mean, if you ask me, my back is literally fucked up. I have 3 herniated discs. Honestly, I shouldn't be sitting in a chair, but I just do it like, 10 hours a day. Talking about the long-term projects, yeah, in the short term, it's about, so in the short term, okay, you asked for it, we are gonna do some TED Talk. Hope you get good. Yeah, I think I need to have some sort of treatment, like stem cell or something like that. Have you considered standing desk? Yeah, but the ones I found were not large enough for me. I like the what is it called? I like the desks with a large depth, right? So you have a good distance between you and the monitor. Oof, this is so bright. Okay, so more short term. Let's call it how to focus. Short term, long term, right? I mean, what you call long term might change, I guess, depending on the person. Let's say this is like, weeks, months, years. So short term is state, right? Mental state, emotional state. So if you are in the mood, it's like no problem, right? You can just focus, or you are motivated, you are fired up, you want to do something, or maybe you had a nice day, you went back home, and you are fired up, all motivated. Yeah, short term, or you can use stimulants like coffee. Yeah, in the short term, it's all about state, right? To improve this, you can work on it. Work on putting yourself, work on the ability to put yourself into the zone, right? And this can be different for everyone. Some people, I don't know, maybe you like to walk or, play sports, play video games, whatever it is, right? But you gotta find what it is for you that puts you into the state you want to be in. For me, usually, I just meditate. I mean, you could, I wouldn't call it meditate, but I just be quiet for like 15 minutes, chill out, and then yeah. For me, I think my criteria is my bar is very low. Like if I'm calm, okay, I can do it. But if my mind is rushing or if I spend the day outside too much, there's a lot of turbulence in my mind, so I can't really focus. But yeah, usually, as I said, this is different for everyone, specific stuff. And there's also universal biological stuff that applies to all of us, right? And that's like, any kind of physical activity kind of instantly gets you out of depression. There's a lot of biological, neurobiological stuff happening. If you just walk for 10 minutes, your whole body changes, your chemistry changes. Those kind of stuff. Again, that's up to you to find it, whatever it is for you. And in the long term, it's like, as I said, meaning, purpose. This is the main fuel. And then it's like, mindset. It's like, or you can say resolve, right? So let's give an example to long-term project. It could be something like, maybe you're working on something and that will turn out into something, and then it will turn out into something else, and so on. It will be something like that, right? It can be an intrinsic reward, like, or it can be an extrinsic reward, like you are gonna earn some coins from it, something like that. But yeah, the mindset is so important. I would say read. There's a book called Mindset, right, by Carol Dweck. Check it out. It really helps in that area. But yeah, long term is like that, right? I mean, and to be honest with you, if you go into long term projects, and this could be like 1 week, 1 month, year, 1 year, 5 years. Like I'm working on the game I'm working on, like it's almost 2 years right now, right? Am I always motivated? No, but I keep that fire up, get on working on again. But yeah, it's all about mindset, remembering why you are doing it, all that stuff, right? I feel your back pain, same here. Oh yeah, I read that, standing desk. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look into it, but time to break out the power tools, get to building. I was trying to reboot my phone. Long pressing the power button is actually... What is it? Did I broke my mouse? I can't click. Gemini AI? What? I was having a conversation with your TED Talk. Yeah, the last day I was watching something on my phone. I think it was a gameplay or something like that. And I wanted to take screenshots from a scene. And I was spamming the screenshot button, the home button and whatever it is. I was spamming it to take lots of screenshots, and the phone was like Are you in emergency? Like, it activated the emergency call. Like, it thought I was dying or something like that. So yeah, also, I know you ask a question and then disappear more, but I'm gonna explain it anyway. Maybe you'll watch later. It's like 3 modes of being. Let's say job, career. You are still here, nice. And calling. So it doesn't matter if you love what you do or hate what you do, whatever it is. So I've seen this over and over again in my life. You know, I've been teaching to a lot of people. So for some people, what they do is their job, right? It's something just to make money, right? If what you do is your job, and then you know there will be some emptiness in you, and you'll try to fill that void with hobbies, you know, activities, stimulation, all that stuff. But it won't be enough, right? So I think that this is the worst way of being. And then it might be your career, right? It could be, there could be some career goals, like, you know, reaching a status in a company or getting recognized in your industry, all that stuff. It can be, I mean, it's obviously better than the first option, but it still is not the most fulfilling way of being, right? But if it's calling, it's just what you do, right? You don't care about how many followers you have, you don't care about how much money you make out of it. You know, it's like you just do it, and it's a completely different story, and it's so fulfilling, right? And this is not like, you know, it's so overused, it's like a cliche, right? Find your calling. You can find lots of videos about that on YouTube and stuff like that. Like, you know, Instagram self-development circles, like find your calling, find your purpose. It doesn't have to be something big, or, you know, that it doesn't have to be this huge grand purpose or something like that. Even if you don't know it, you know, you can approach it like that. Because, you know, what the fuck do you know? Maybe you are here, you think your calling is this, maybe it's a star or whatever, right? You go there, or it's a mountain, you go up, maybe you see more, right? And then you aim for something else, and you keep aiming up and go like that. It can be something like this, but yeah, it's like whatever you can think of with what you have right now. I think it's always a better bet to, you know, adapt this way of being than, you know, than being in these other states, right? But yeah, I mean, I'm not telling you to, you know, fuck up your life or, you know, quit your job, stuff like that. We all gotta earn to survive. That's the reality. If you are breathing, you are consuming, right? And to keep consuming, you need to provide. You need some production, or, you know, some kind of income. So yeah, I'm not saying. I'm not telling you to do specific something, but yeah. So this is my approach, but it's like there's pain in life, right? You know, life is suffering. I don't believe life is suffering, but It's like, let's say, suffering without a purpose. So this is fucked up, right? If you are suffering without a purpose, because you are gonna suffer in life, there will be pain, right? You are getting old, people die, you know, there's lots of shit happening, you get sick. I mean, you are mortal, right? You are gonna die, all that, or someone you love is gonna die, and that's guaranteed, right? It's like, yeah, life is pain. But suffering without a purpose makes you resentful, and eventually you break down, right? And this is what I see in lots of people. They break down, they give up the fight, they give up their dreams, they stop thriving, they start coping, right? Copium. Copium. So these are cope, right? Ultimate cope ways of being, especially first one. But if you are suffering with a purpose, enough to counterbalance that at least the minimum basic default suffering of life, right? I think Jordan Peterson says it like that. If you have just a strong enough purpose, just to, you know, counterbalance the baseline suffering of life, then, you know, you can go on living. You can be in a good mood, you can thrive. So yeah. So if you are suffering without a purpose, you break down. But if you are suffering with a purpose, eventually you'll break through. And yeah. And as I said, if you are really into what you are doing, it's like, and maybe at first you won't earn much, you won't be too successful, but eventually you'll find your way, right? Even if not, I mean, this is my personal preference. I would rather be earning a medium income and, you know, chasing my calling or leading my calling, than, you know, earning a lot but working in a job and being miserable. So yeah, that's my take on it. But this is really all there is to it, right? If you think about it, in the short term, if you nail down the state thing, if you can get yourself into the state, in the short term you can win all the time, right? And in the long term, you know, just meditate on or think deeply about what you want, and, you know, long-term goals, stuff like that. We can think about how it's gonna benefit me, or how it will be helpful to people I love, right? Maybe how it's gonna benefit your family, maybe your friends. Yeah. And also, you don't need to. Again, you know, there is this fucked up brainwash, this hypnotization, zombification going on in social media. Like, you know, I mean, me too, right? I'm not shitting on anyone, but, you know, we are kind of brainwashed into thinking that success equals 10 million followers, or success equals $10 million, right? It's not about that. I mean, it's a part of it. It might be a part of it, but, you know, I get what you are saying, but sometimes it feels like I'm not getting any further to reach that point in the long term. Get me? Yeah, man. I feel that all the time. But you just gotta trust the process. Sometimes it's gonna be dull. Sometimes it feels like you are not making progress. Just putting the work. Keep that chain going. Keep that, just put in work, put in your heart and soul every day. You get there eventually. Even if it's a smallest thing, right? So, as I said, I'm not always motivated. I might even be the most laziest people in the earth, right? But it's like, when I'm playing Doom, I'm the most motivated person, right? But if you impose something on me, like if I have to do something, I'm the most laziest person, man. It's a fucking drag to do something. So feeling like at the edge of just giving up, yeah, it's like that's why I'm talking about this stuff, right? And this I don't think some people are motivated and some people are not. Just remember the last video game you were playing. It's like, you just focus on it. It's like it's 8 hours straight, right? I mean, just the other day I was playing Doom. I played it like 10 hours straight, right? But if it's an activity I don't like, it's like nobody can make me do it. So yeah, it again comes down to this stuff. Also trust, right? It's so important having that iron faith and belief. You just gotta trust the process, man. It's like let's say you have a garden, right? So if you sow something, like sow an apple seed, it's guaranteed that it's gonna give you an apple tree, right? So it's like that. It's like a force of nature. If you put in the work, consciously, put in your heart and soul every day, even a little bit, right? It's gonna turn out nice. And you are not even far away, right? Like, I mean, your paintings. The last day you showed your paintings to us. I mean, there is so much potential, man. It's so yeah. I mean, you have lots of potential. It can. I mean, already they are great, right? So yeah, again, I was talking about me not being motivated, but my approach is like, I write it down everywhere, like small notes, move the needle every day, right? Even if it's the smallest inch, right? So for example, I'm working on the game. Every day sometimes I'm too tired, demotivated, sometimes I'm feeling miserable, but still I'm telling myself, just one little thing, right? It can be like organizing folders, renaming files, something so mundane, so small like that. But if I start doing it, 2 hours pass, and before I know it, I'm doing progress, right? So yeah, you can think about it as like, tricking yourself at the same time. You're a solid dude. Thanks, dude. Dozing out life advice. Mid-art stream on the regular. Yeah. For the views, right? For the gram. Just like art, it's got to go through the ugly stage before it gets finished. Yeah, man. I mean, also, another motto is just do a shitty first draft, right? Whatever you want to do, just put it on the paper, and then you can refine it and keep refining it. And same with this guy, right? I mean, this looks like I mean, in my standards, this looks like too rough, but just put it in there. Maybe that's okay for today, and the other day I come back, maybe refine some stuff, add the other parts, and you just keep going like that. I think that's also universal. We have this tendency to finish something right away, or we want to make it right the first time. Doesn't matter. If you keep throwing shit against the wall, someday it will stick. Right? Yeah, the ugly stage. It doesn't need to be perfect at start. Still knows how much I've been struggling with my current game. Yeah, but it's like you sit down and time disappears. Like, you know, you just go through it. Last session out of nowhere, breakthrough. Yeah. Also, what happens to me, like Sekiro and most Souls-like games, let's say I played for like 6 hours, and at the end of the 6 hours, you know, I'm tired, I don't have the reflexes, you know, I'm tired, mentally tired, physically tired, and I come across a boss, I start doing it. It's like you keep grinding and grinding and you give up, like, you know, maybe it's been 8 hours, you've been struggling with a boss for 2 hours, and then the other day you wake up, you open up the game, you kill him, yeah, or you kill it in the first try. Got on from trip, slammed out 6 hours straight. Yeah, totally. Also, but so you know, when we were young, it's like playing video games were, you know, it was something. It wasn't something. Yeah, I mean, people were making fun of you if you were playing video games, right? You're either a nerd or a loser. But now video games are so, you know, they are much more complicated and rewarding. It's like, I mean, they can improve a lot of stuff, right? As long as you approach it responsibly, you know, not to escape from something or not to cope. But for example, I play lots of racing games. It definitely improves focus, right? Because I mean, I do like 2 hours endurance races in racing games. It's like you need to focus perfectly. You need to do all the corners, turn all the corners perfect for 2 hours, right? It's fucking insane. And yeah, video games can improve eye-hand coordination a lot, focus a lot. Isn't that funny? It's so true. You were a nerd in the 80s and 90s. Then all of a sudden it was the cool thing to do. Yeah, how the tides turn, right? Now nerds run the world. Same with comics. Yeah, totally. I mean, for example, if you want to make a comic book, it's a lot of work, right? And there are lots of different elements to it. Even though if you are just gonna do the penciling or, you know, one part of it, yeah. Haven't read it, but there was an article in New Scientist last week. Headline games are actually good for you. Yeah, totally. Also, the reason I love comics is, you know, if you read a book, it's only words, right? You are provided the words and you are using your imagination. But if you watch a movie or a cartoon or animation, you are like provided too many visuals and words. It's not like you are using your imagination too much. Comics is like, providing a bit of both words and pictures. I think that's a really, a good comic book. It really stimulates your mind and imagination in a very good way, right? In the middle, yeah, yeah. Also, graphic novels. But comic artists are very, very talented visual storytellers, definitely. Usually there's this tendency to look at something or someone doing something, and you say to yourself, "Yeah, I can do that too," right? But if you get into it, there are lots of nuances that comes with years of experience. But yeah, I mean, at the end of today, I would trade anything for real time. Oh yeah, I was looking at this too. It's been 10 years I did this, so the last day I throw it into Unreal. It's Garrosh from World of Warcraft, and I mean they are Heroes of the Storm characters. I made it like a clay sculpt. I was stress testing the Unreal. It's like, how many polygons is it? Can I see it? Anyways, I think it's like 150 million polygons here, and you can just, it doesn't even blink. That's so insane. But yeah, I would take real time for anything any day. With cinema and games, there's lots of tricky tools that can be employed to tell a visual story. Yeah, on the page, it's much more limited. They have to get very creative. Yeah, they are limited, but I think that's limited in a good sense, right? It's like, I think they are limited vertically. I don't know if it makes sense, but in comics they are limited vertically, but they are free horizontally, right? Because of the different lettering and words and effects and for example, in movies there's a fixed canvas, but in comics you can do whatever you want. It's free in different ways. That's awesome. May have to find someone to 3D print that. If you want to print it, I can just send it to you. But I know you are not into World of Warcraft. Limited in a positive ways, yeah. I don't have a printer. Someday I'll get one, yeah. I think they're in a 3D printer technology is in a position that's viable. There are already nice, consumer 3D printers that you can have at home. Need more space in garage before I do. Don't want any of those fumes in the house. Yeah, they're not big though, right? It's like 25, 25, 25, like something like that. You can find even that's the when I last checked, even the 30 centimeter cube versions were really expensive. But I think you can find a decent one for 2K, I guess. They're not that big. I have no table space in garage. Not at all. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, my problem with it is even normal printers, right? I hate that cartilage thing. Cartridge, whatever it is called. Cartridge. So I bought printers a couple of times, and the cartridge went empty. And then I check out the new cartridge price. It's same with printer, right? Every time I just buy a new printer instead of buying a cartridge. Also, yeah, replacing those is annoying. Yeah. Also, you need to know how to replace it correctly. But yeah, I think it's going nice with 3D printers. They are becoming more user-friendly every day. Some of them use resin, I think. Some of them use... There are lots of different materials you can use. And it's not like you get a single cartridge. It's not like colors, right? It's like if you need... There are lots of different materials as well. Even plastic. There are lots of different plastic types. But yeah, I've seen people printing plastic like translucent plastic. They look so nice. Can I find something like that? Oh yeah, people print stuff like this. I love this. I use resin. That's why it can't be in the house. Yeah, it's toxic, right? Quick question: when drawing noses in like far away, should I just make it a small triangle? Yeah, you can make triangle. Like, how far are we talking about? For example, let's say this is your paper. Obviously, if you draw a head like this, nose would be very detailed. But if it's a character like this, maybe someone standing there. I mean, you could even do this, right? Just do the shadow underneath. Something like this. You can just, put some lines to indicate. But at this level of... I mean, you can just do this, right? Far off. I barely hinted features. Very toxic, yeah. Like a full body. It's hard to tell without seeing the actual drawing, but yeah. But if it's like, very small, like something like this, I mean, yeah, you can just put a dot. But if it's like this, maybe just a bit more definition, right? Something like this. If you are anime, you can just a little line here. The thing with animes I never understood is, if I can find. Does it count? No. I can't find right away, but... Oh yeah, okay. Maybe this one. I can't open the image. You know how animes are stylized, the eyes are kind of simple. There's barely a nose. Then the mouth is stylized. Usually hair is stylized. Eyebrows are stylized. But the ears, man, they draw the ears too detailed. I always find it so funny. Like, if you take the level of resolution for the nose and mouth, I mean, eyes are stylized and simplified, but still there is lots of data, right? There is lots of detail, even though if it's stylized. But nose, there is only a triangle, like there is only this, and mouth, again, it's only a line. But if you look at the ear, it's like, all the detail is there. And if you think about the perspective of leading the eye, or economy of detail, you could argue that there's a lot of detail in the eyes because we look into eyes when we first look at face. But ear, what the fuck? Why is there a lot of detail in here? I mean, for one picture it's okay, but if you are making anime, it's like drawing lots of frames, right? It's like it's not economic at all. So anytime I I used to draw lots of anime style, but I always drew the ears as like, you know, Disney style ears. There's only a circle, something like this. Something like this. I have an example. Don't think I ever noticed, but yeah, it's. I mean, I'm not complaining about it, but I always found it kind of, you know, overkill for the ears. Not all of them, but especially earlier animes. The ears are the only part I haven't changed mostly throughout my art journey. Send on Discord, okay. So this is, well, this is kind of big, right? It's a close picture, but it's kind of big. It's not too small. I like the eyes, by the way. The shape of eyes is nice. Mouth is trash. Let's see. I mean, it could be better. It's not trash, but could be better. Feels like the perspective is off. Like, feels like mouth is looking the other way than the head. You know, head is kind of looking to the left. Everything fits, like the nose goes to the left, eyes kind of fit. Mouth. That's why I love digital, right? You can just lasso it and, you know, tweak. But yeah, I think it's okay. Don't worry about it too much, man. Yeah, just do it. Just do it. Whenever I say just do it, that reminds me the game High on Life. Have you guys played High on Life? I might play it on stream, man. It's so funny. Thanks, no problem, man. If I can find, yeah, I'll definitely play that on stream. Dude, it's one of the funniest games I played in my life. It's the, you know, guys who make fuck, I can't remember the name. What was it? I'm so bad with words, man. Rick and Morty, yeah. Let's see. Put this off. It's a first-person game. Your gun is an alien and it keeps talking to you, right?
Damn, can you believe they built all this on the bottom of an asteroid? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good place to hide out. I mean, but yeah.
Hello there, my child. I'm from a sweet little organization called Mother Clawbox.
Dude, it's so funny.
Whoa, look at that! Look at that! They're fucking.
It keeps talking to you like that.
Dumb fucks. You ready, bounty hunter?
So yeah, and then you get different weapons. And there was this weapon you got, like it's something like this. So in the story, you get different weapons, but they are aliens actually, right? They come from a planet where every living being is like this. They are weapons. So at this point, you find this retarded weapon. It's not retarded, but you know, you try to fix something about it. I don't remember exactly what. The weapon is like retarded, and when he when he talks, only thing it says is like, "Let's do it." Can I find it? Let's see. uh,
No. Wrong wire. Wrong wire.
Shit.
Careful, you old bag of shit. You've already messed up everything else in your life. You don't want to mess this up, too.
No, shut up. Like you'll want to talk after your little Winnebago honeymoon.
How am I? I'm more worried about you. Are you
what is this?
real smooth,
Come on.
Gene?
Oh God, I don't know if I'm.
A while ago when I was helping him stuff a bag of
Les?
Okay.
Chlamydia.
Wow, yeah, no, they're getting along.
So in the game, we kind of save this guy from somewhere.
Here we go. Is he?
Wait for it.
Les? Is that you?
Oh, I might have fucked up his speech sentence too.
Let's do it. Talk to me. So what? All he can say is his name?
This is sad.
Listen, everything else I did was perfect. He can shoot, he can think, he can shit, he just can't talk right.
But he's all in there, right? Like he knows who I am?
Let's do it.
Les, I can't.
Let's do it.
I'm so sorry.
Let's do it.
I can't believe I didn't have to tell everybody what I did.
Kenny, are you kidding me right now? Fuck off, Kenny.
Fuck off!
What? And I'm happy to see my friend, okay? Fuck.
See, I'm not the worst scumbag here.
Wow, this is really it, huh?
Let's do it.
You got the Earth coordinates, right? It's time for your...
And when you use it, there's a bar you can feel,
Looks we
like a ultimate ability. And when that bar fills, it keeps saying like, "Let's do it, let's do it."
Make sure you finish up everything you wanted to do before we head back to Earth. You, ready to go? All right, then. You're gonna need Let's Do It.
All right, let's do it. We got this.
Let's do it.
Let's get this house back to Earth.
Let's do it.
Okay, dude, we get it.
Let's do it.
It's so insane.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, I get it. Let's just do this.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Dude, I'm definitely playing this. Is it on PC? Yeah. It's more towards... Yeah, the same guys did the game. This game, the guys who did Rick and Morty made it. I mean, they probably directed it, not programmed it, but yeah, same guys. Yeah. And it's been a while I played it. It's a good time to play it again. But I remember I was cracking down when I was playing it. And there were some times I couldn't play because I was laughing too hard to the jokes. And I love games like these, right? It's like non-politically correct games. Also, there are lots of small details I love that, right? It's like, let's say you go onto an NPC and you click on them, or press the interact button, and they start talking, and if you just walk away, they are like, "Fuck you, man." It's so nice. There are lots of details like that. Anyways, I think that's all the mana I have. I really wanted to finish the hands as well, but yeah, whatever. Gotta go, see you later. Yeah, thanks Mo. You have a nice day, nice evening. And yeah, I'm gonna go as well. I think I gotta eat. I'm gonna do some stuff as well. Got 3 or 20 more glasses of water. Then play some Wukong. Nice. Yeah, water is big. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. And stay awesome. Stay amazing. And I'll see you next time.